Wow. That's it. Garage Pod
Garage Pod
2013, 2014 edition.
Episode 3.
Episode, yeah, 1.3.
1.3. Hot Mess point 3.
Absolutely. We're going to hopefully try to find a way to get this up on YouTube. We got to get in touch with Clint to figure out how to put that up there. So,
Worst case scenario, we can just email it to everybody.
yeah, there's that. So,
we finished off with the third round.
This round brought to you by the most interesting man in the world. We'll leave that right there so everybody knows. Fourth round. I think we hit the fourth round. We're going to cover up the fourth round and then give some matchups.
Yeah, we tapped on the fact that Trudy had pulled Tony Romo in the third and then went back-to-back almost. It took Matt Stafford in the fourth.
I just... yeah.
And George and Kelly went Eli Manning and then Stephen Ridley back-to-back.
If I may for a moment,
yep.
Trudy, stop listening to Clint. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Speaking of soapbox,
I think Tony Romo was early for the third.
Absolutely.
But if you took him, then don't reach for a quarterback right behind it, unless you're just that. I can understand if you're like 5th and 6th round, 7th and 8th round, you're like, okay, back-to-back, I'm doing quarterback by committee. George Kelly, got Eli Manning. It was a New York thing, I get it. Kelly pulled Stephen Ridley. I think it was an excellent pick in the fourth round. I actually drafted him myself. Not because he's my team, but I think he's going to have a stellar year this year. Stafford goes to Trudy, Randall Cobb, top-tier wide receiver to Erica, MJD to Devin. I think it was a huge freaking steal in the fourth.
Oh, absolutely.
I think MJD is going to have a stellar year over there. Other than Blackman, there's not really a whole lot to do.
Right?
No, he's still over at Jacksonville.
Okay.
Just the fact that there's not really a whole lot going on. The quarterback is subpar. They've got Justin Blackman as their kind of like number one wideout. Past that, you grabbed Reggie Wayne. I had a great year with him last year. I liked him in where I got him in the 8th, and he produced like a 4th round wide receiver, but now he had to be drafted as a 4th round wide receiver.
I think, he's a little old, but you know what? He's still money.
He's still the number one.
Yep.
He's still the number one to a quarterback who is arguably, coming of age, second year. He's got a little bit under his belt, so I think he could have a good year. We'll see how he performs as a 4th round or a 6th round. It's going to kind of see how that kind of plays out. He could blow up. Clint took one of his holdovers, Colin Kaepernick. I held my holdover as Matty Ice. And based on the way the draft went, I would have probably let that go and actually drafted some other players and picked up a wide quarterback later. Vincent Jackson went to Bernie. DeMarco Murray went to Mike. Excellent pick in the 4th round.
Absolutely, if he stays healthy.
Yeah, he still got, but he got DeMarco Murray in the 4th, who's going right now, arguably in the 2nd. David Wilson to John, who I again just drafted. McFadden to Brandon, which he was miserable out. He didn't want him, but he was best running back available, and he needed a running back at the time.
I think, despite what the fantasy gurus said, I think B.
If McFadden can stay healthy, he's good. It's just that he can't stay healthy is the problem.
That's the big
Christine grabbed Larry Fitz once again.
That's her warhorse.
Yeah, and I think with a new quarterback, I think actually he should be a focal point of that offense. And she goes back to back with Larry Fitz, and not to go into round 5 too much, but she grabbed Dwayne Bowe, who she's had before, and he was a solid number 5 wide receiver. Just going over, let's see what our matchups are. I did here. I thought I had matchups. No, not too much.
I'll go back to that.
All over the place.
Yeah, we're trying to figure this whole thing out tonight. So
Yeah, we're all over the place.
hopefully this will be the most wheels off podcast we do for
scoreboard.
right now. Scoreboard, I think.
Should be.
There we go.
Yeah, we can do this one too. This will work.
Yeah.
All right. So week one, we've got the Los Angeles Barflies.
He is now the Los Angeles Barflies.
Yeah. Well, apparently with our new system, you actually some people had tagged in their
East or West.
location. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even East or West. I mean, because like I think Devin was like from Canada. Yeah. So I'm the East Coast Meat Puppets from Boston. He's John's the Los Angeles Barflies. So that's our week one matchup. We've got Mike and the Road Rash and Two Pump Chumps. We've got Naughty Gnomes and yourself. So you get to go up against the defending Super Bowl champions.
The defending, reigning Super Bowl champions.
We got Total Chaos and Clint going up against Kelly and George. We have Bernie and Devin and Christine and Trudy. So let's back it up.
Let's take you and me last, like we normally do. So we'll start with
Road Rash and Two Pump Chumps.
I think Mike is the team to watch out for.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He drafted a good team.
He drafted a great team this year. Paid a lot of attention. The iPad gave him a lot of help. And I see him beating Brandon this week.
Now it should be an interesting matchup because
week one.
Mike did have a really good draft, but at the same time, Brandon got a lot of love with the holdover players and
where he gets drafted
and stuff like that. But he did have some players he didn't really want, so that should actually be a really good matchup. Total Chaos and Kelly and George.
Your thoughts? You want to go first on that?
I think the Hakeem Nicks pick is going to hurt him as his overall number one, but I wasn't completely sold on Clint's overall draft, but I have to give, if I had to pick one of the two, I have to give that one to Clint.
I think I would too. What is ESPN projecting that at?
Let's see, we've got Eli Manning against Colin Kaepernick. So like I said, you're a matchup of backup quarterbacks.
So they're projecting it an even matchup.
He hasn't moved Daniel Graham in yet, though. But he's got Colin Kaepernick, obviously Darren Sproles, Jimmy Graham, Wes Welker, Monte Ball, who's had some issues. Texas defense is good against San Diego. Yeah, Matt Ryan, Broncos defense against Baltimore. Sidney Rice, who's banged up. Vernon Davis, Marquise Colston should have decent. Rick Koo should be decent. Stephen Ridley should be decent. You know, I might have to give the push to Kelly and George, even with the Victor Cruz pick.
I'm going to go Clint, just because, you know, the rookies have a hard time, you know, the first couple of weeks setting the right lineup. And, you know, obviously if they go with what's set up, you know, ESPN's projecting it as being an even, you know, kind of a pick 'em. But I think Clint makes the right move to get the starting lineup that picks him to win.
What do we say, Road Rash and Two Pump Chumps. We're looking at Robert Griffin against Breeze. Breeze on that one. LaShawn McCoy against Doug Martin. That's almost a push. Darren McFadden against DeMarco Murray against the Giants. DeMarco Murray against Indianapolis. I gotta go. Eesh. That's gonna be a hell of a battle. Brandon Marshall, Calvin Johnson. He gets the win there. Chris Gibbons, Demarius Thomas. He gets the win there. Jason Witten. He gets the win there. I don't know.
I also think that ESPN doesn't have this. Looking at this right now, I don't think it's set, you know, to go for week one.
No, it's not. I'm just looking at the matchup, and I want to have to give the push to Road Rash on that one.
That's me too.
Let's see. The some of those TDs and Christine. Oh, nice. They actually got that done. Let's see. Russell Wilson against Tony Romo. CJ Spiller against Jamal Charles. Those are about even up to that point. Matt Forte, Andre Brown. Still nice. Larry Fitzgerald, Des Bryant. Nice. I think Des gets the hand on that. Danny Amendola against Wimbo. I got to take Danny Amendola over Boyle. Kyle Rudolph over Owen Daniels. Chris Ivory over Michael Floyd. 49ers against over Packers. Oof. That's they both got some solid teams too. That's gonna be a hell of a matchup.
I'm gonna go with Christine on that, just because I think her second year in the league, you know, I think she's got it dialed in this year.
I think if Romo steps up and has a good day, Des Bryant will reciprocate. And
They are playing the Giants, and the Cowboys have not beaten the Giants at the Death Star.
Yeah. I'm taking Trudy over Christine on that one. I think it's gonna be close, but I'll take Trudy over Christine. Let's see. Devin and Bernie. We've got Aaron Rodgers over Andrew Luck, which I think is a foregone conclusion. Chris Johnson over Ray Rice. Devin's got the hands up there. Reese Jones-Drew, Ryan Matthews, MJD's got the hands up there. Vincent Jackson, Andre Johnson, Devin has the hands up there. Jordy Nelson, AJ Green, Bernie slight edge there. Antonio Gates, Brandon Myers, Reggie Bush on Devin's, Greg Jennings on hers, Patriots defense versus Rick. I want to say, although he doesn't have it on the quarterback, I want to say with Ray Rice, MJD, and Reggie Bush as his flex, beats out Chris Johnson, Ryan Matthews. It's gonna be another good matchup. I want to give him the running backs over the wide receivers, even in a PPR. And Aaron Rodgers playing San Francisco, and Andrew Luck's playing Oakland. So I gotta give it to Devin.
I'm gonna go that way too.
Let's see what else we got here. Moving up, you want yours or mine? That's what we're down to.
Let's do mine.
All right, let's do yours. Going against the defending Super Bowl champs, you got Tom Brady against Buffalo, at Buffalo. You got Marshawn Lynch at Carolina, Frank Gore, Eric Decker, Randall Cobb, Brandon Pettigrew, Antonio Brown. Bears defense against Cincinnati, David Akers. You got Cam Newton against Seattle, the #1 defense. Adrian Peterson against Detroit.
It's not 300
Bernard.
yards, yeah.
I like Giovanni Bernard. I don't know if I like him as your number 2. I'd rather as him your number 3.
Yeah, mine's
Reggie
not
Wayne-
100% yet.
Reggie
so.
Wayne against Oakland. Steve Smith, Greg Olson, Ahmad Bradshaw, Steelers, and Garrett Harley. I got to give a slight edge to Naughty Gnomes on that one.
My lineup's not 100% yet, so I mean I'll obviously lean my way.
Well, Gronk's not coming in. Ahmad Bradshaw is questionable. Kendall Wright, ours actually not. She's got Randall Cobb sitting on the bench. In that particular scenario, I gotta give with the steps we've got. I gotta give it to her. Let's see mine. Last but not least, where is the preview
Meat.
on this thing? The meat. Where's the preview? Yeah, I do it all of them. All right, the preview. All right, we got me and John. It's Matt Ryan against New Orleans Saints. Peyton Manning against Baltimore Ravens.
Both tough matchups.
Yeah. Peyton plays at home. Matt Ryan plays on the road. Arian Foster against San Diego.
If he doesn't put up like 150 yards.
The only thing I'm afraid with him is that they might share carries with my backup, Ben Tate. And he's got Alfred Morris going in Philadelphia. David Wilson, I like that matchup. They are playing at Dallas. Anquan Bolden playing against Green Bay. Roddy White against New Orleans. Tony Gonzalez against New Orleans. And here's the kicker. His 2 players here are being thrown to by my quarterback. and I've got Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. He has Roddy White and Tony Gonzalez. So we've got the 4 offensive players on that one team playing against the same matchup he has. Rashad Mendenhall, I don't like. Jermichael Finley, I like D-Jack, but here's the thing. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is he at?
Who dat?
Where's my running back? Just on the list.
They got maybe expand the bench.
Yeah, who's now the number 1 running back for Green Bay. He's not even on there. Who may actually take my flex spot in there. Well, we'll see. Should be interesting.
That'll be a close game. Just based on the quarterbacks matchups, I mean, because I think Matty Ice has a tough matchup they're playing at New Orleans, and that's always a tough game for Atlanta, a divisional game. And you got Peyton playing, where's he playing at? Baltimore.
Yeah, but their defense is not as stout as they were before, and they're playing at home.
Yeah.
So I like Peyton. I like Peyton Manning over Matt Ryan. I like Arian Foster for sure over Alfred Morris. Trent Richardson and David Wilson. No telling.
I can almost see this going down to bench points. And I'm going to give this a coin flip. This is going to be your match of the week right here. But I'm going to go with the meat.
Hell yeah, I'm a dirty white boy. Hey guys, appreciate it if you actually stuck around this long. It's just testy. But thanks for listening.
We'll be back next week with
something a little more dialed in, a little more.
A little bit more in depth, because actually football kicks off next Thursday.
Hey, here's to your players not ending up on the pup list.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's what